Welcome back to part 2 of our final composition. We're going to continue working now on this left-hand side. In yesterday's video, we laid down these basic shapes on the right-hand side. We're going to continue working here on our drawing. So let's pick right up. Now, one thing we want to do right off the bat was we want to create a Rixty shape that carries over and again ties these two sides together. So I'm going to do like this. Oops, I almost moved my papers there. There we go. Now that we've got that connection, we can set that side off and just continue working here. Or if you're on the whole sheet of paper, then obviously you don't need to do that. So you can see now it kind of goes like that. And I'm actually going to create one additional one. There we go. So you can see how that comes together like this. Alright, so now we can set that one aside. And we're going to continue here, but we need to switch to our pencil for a moment. And we're going to draw, again, another curved line. We're going to start almost at the top here. We're going to come out. Here, I'll zoom in again for us. And I'm using the pencil just to gauge my positioning a little more easily without having to constantly correct. And we're just going to follow that through. It's going to come in. I'm going to bring it in a little tighter here. I think that looks about right for what we want to do. And if you make a extra line you don't need, just erase that out of there from our composition. In Zentangle, we don't worry about erasing, but in this case, since we're doing Zentangle Inspired Art, we don't want to have lines floating around that we don't need that will confuse us. So we'll just do like that. Now, we're going to take our pencil again and just gauging this, we're going to come out just above the horizon line there, maybe about like this. We're going to make a curve that comes back like this. As you can see already, this is going to be our part of our UFO for our aliens to live in, or at least to have lived in and flown to this planet in. So now we want to ink this. Now that we have this, if we're happy with it, we're just going to take our ink pen and we're going to create this shape. What I did is I skipped there where the gap is going to be so that I don't draw through my little Saturn ring type thing here on my alien saucer. And then I'm going to draw, just to give this a little dimension, I'm going to draw an aura line that comes down like that. Now we can connect our lines here completely. Alright. Now we want to add some interest to this, so we're going to add our tangle struts. So let's draw a little strut base here and here. And now we want to draw this out. This is going to be holding our spaceship in place. So we'll come out to here. Like that. And then let's draw another one down here. Okay. Let's draw this one kind of coming here. And now we want to create a an open doorway on this ship. So we're going to come way up here, draw a line over like this. Going to draw it straight down, but then I'm going to curve it along the bottom there. And I want to create, like I can see the thickness of this metal or material of whatever kind that's making up our ship. And we want to do something similar up top, a little hatch where some things are going to be come out of here for in a minute. So we're going to curve along down like this. Over. Just like that. And now let's create that same dimension like that. Now, since it's up above us, we can't see the bottom there, so we don't fill that in. These two spaces are going to be where our tangle Pypz that we learned lives. So let's draw some Pypz tangles inside of here. It's like we're looking into the recesses of this spaceship. The door is open and we're seeing things in the background. That's sort of what the idea is here. And if you remember our tangle on Pypz, we just want to create an intermix of different shapes of tubes and wires and conduits and so on that just gives some fun appearance to our inside of our spaceship. All right. We don't know what these shapes are doing in here. They could be some very powerful alien devices for all we know. And maybe they're just simply piping water from one part of the ship to another. Or maybe they hold some secret alien technology that is going to mean the end of this world if the creatures of the planet are hostile. Who knows? You just got to have some fun with it. Now we're going to ink in the background. And it's very cartoony, so it doesn't have to look ultra realistic. We're just using simple tangle patterns and a little bit of enhancements from our own imagination to fill in this alien scene that we're creating here. So we've created a little area there. Now let's draw a few little Pypz symbols, or not symbols, but tangles up in this area as well, up in this little hatch. Whatever it is that makes this spaceship work, that's what we're assuming is going into this. Or maybe he has just a very elaborate air conditioning system if it's hot in there. Alright, so far we've got 5 of our 6 tangles already in place. Pull this back in for a moment. We've got Squigs, Tunnel Vision, Rixty, Strutz, whoops, I'm sorry, I was off camera there. Strutz and Pypz. So let's add our 6 tangle that we learned, and we're going to draw those up here in the sky. And we're going to imagine maybe they flew out of this hatch and were kind of getting ready to investigate the planet with our alien technology. So we're going to assume that these are not plants, but these are little drones or scanning devices or whatever you want to think of them as. But we're drawing Binx. So there's our first one. Let's draw a few more. Now, as they get further away from us, they're going to be a little bit smaller, I would guess. At least visually smaller than are actually smaller, of course. So we're almost done with this, but now we want to add our squiggly line that we did before, just to match it up on the other side. If you need to, you can bring that over, but you can see here roughly where it's going to be. And well, let's add some dots here. And now let's also draw some dots around the base of our struts. And now we got to draw the fun part, the surprise part, so to speak. We have to draw our aliens. We can't have an alien world scene with the spaceship and everything without aliens. So we're going to put a couple little alien dudes right here. And we're going to do it, so we haven't taught you this one yet, but this is super, super easy. So get ready just to draw a simple, we're going to draw 2 of these guys roughly the same. Let's draw one. We're going to just make like a U, an upside down U. I'll zoom in a little again here. And then we're going to create a little curved line and a little curved line. Another little curved line. So we've created our alien body already and his legs. Now let's draw a great big old eyeball here and a circle at the top with another circle there, and let's just ink in this part. Okay. Now we're going to go here and draw a line down with a curve, and we'll draw this a line up with a curve. And look at that, we've got his arms. Now we're going to add a couple antennae. We come up and draw a little bulb there, little bulb there, and we got to add his grin. So there we go. There's alien number 1, and we're going to draw another one right here next to him, maybe a little bit bigger. These guys are pals traveling the galaxy together, investigating this new planet. Let's put his eye on the other side. He's looking kind of straight ahead or down, and the other guy was looking up. All right, and let's give him a nice little grin as well. His hand comes down and his hand comes up. Okay, let's add his antennae. That one you can't see. There we go. It's behind our alien there. Maybe he's scratching his antenna for him. Now let's add a few dots around the base. The impression of where they're standing. and we'll add the shading in the next video.